tell you is top secret. A conspiracy bigger than all of us. There's a powerful group of people out there that are secretly running the world.
There are a lot of rules that filmmakers follow when shooting a scene. While it's still a very creative process, there are still a lot of basic rules that are kept in mind when thinking about composition. One of these basic rules is the rule of thirds, where the frame is positioned based on a point of vertical or horizontal lines on a grid made up of 9 boxes. You can place your subject on the bottom, top, or either side of the composition. This technique is very simple and pleasing to the eye. It's used so often in films that we hardly even notice it because of the way it guides our eyes to the most important part of the frame. Now it's because of the effectiveness of this that it makes different techniques so noticeable. The television show Mr. Robot establishes its character Elliot Alderson in a very interesting way. It features him in the very right hand corner of the frame looking away from the camera. This is what's known as quadrant framing, specifically lower quadrant framing. This is done usually to create a distinctive look on the character, wherein Mr. Robot, Elliot has a social anxiety which makes it hard to communicate with people. This type of framing combined with the voiceover about how corrupt the world is shows this quite well. Throughout the show, this technique is used a lot when Elliot is featured in the composition. It really shows how the character feels in the situation by making them smaller with a large amount of space around them. This shot is quite unlike the rule of thirds, and so can be a little bit unsettling to the viewer. And so to counteract it, it's often balanced with the use of negative space. Negative space in a composition surrounds the positive space, in this case it's Elliot, and contrasts them both by putting the emphasis on Elliot as he stands out in the frame. The contents of the frame is split up. No matter where the subject is, there is always something else going on, or is featured to give context. The quadrant system can kind of act as an establishing shot, where you make the subject smaller and give the surrounding area a chance to be noticed. It's almost like a different character that the subject is trying to interact with. You can notice this as Elliot acts differently in different areas, as we are looking at the show through his point of view. The quadrant system is a cinematic technique that, when used correctly, can be very effective to show feelings, emotions, and sometimes tell you something about the characters. You can leave a rating to let me know what you thought, and you can subscribe to see more videos about the ways that moving images can be so great. My name is James Hayes, and thank you for watching.